So today we're going to be doing something simple with Python. So we're going to create a simple Python script that pulls from a list of fortunes, which is an object, and it's going to generate a random fortune for us. Or it could generate multiple fortunes for us. Welcome back to a new episode of DevJour. Today we're going to be going over how to use Python. So I've used Python, never done a video in Python, but I've used Python in the past. And it's a really versatile programming language. If you're not familiar with it, you can do command line, you could do web stuff, you can do apps, pretty much anything you want to do coding wise. Python could probably handle it. So I've done it a few personal projects in the past. I've taught some courses on it, but this is pretty much going to be where I teach you how to quickly, hopefully less than 10 minutes, build a random fortune generator. So if you're tired of using the same old fortune cookie fortunes and you want to add a little excitement to your day, in just 10 minutes, I'm hoping I can show you how to build your very own random fortune generator using Python. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced programmer, this tutorial is for you, so let's get started. Okay, let's first set up our folder. Well, we already have a folder. I created a folder called Fortune. So inside of this, I'm going to create a new file, and the first one is going to be the main one. So we're just going to say generator.py, and then let's create another file, and this one's going to be fortunes.py. Okay, so in this, we're just going to create we're going to define an object that's going to have all the fortunes. The actual magic is going to happen inside of this generator.py. So the first thing that we want to do is we're going to import the random module. Actually, let's undo this and do something like print hi there. Okay, so I just want to show you that it's working and how to get it to work. So while I'm inside of this file, I'm going to open up the terminal. Inside of this folder, you can open up a different terminal and or a command line, whatever it is, and point it to this folder. But I want to do py and then the name of the file, so generator.py, and then it's going to return an echo. So we know it's working, so we can actually continue down. So let me close out of the terminal and do this. So now let's do import random. So this is going to give us the random ability that's kind of built into Python. So in case you're not familiar, Python is kind of like a spoken word programming language. So it kind of works the way that you would talk, rather than having brackets and, braces and all this kind of stuff like PHP or JavaScript or jQuery does. It's more streamlined, I guess. So we're going to import the random module. And then I'm also going to import fortunes from get fortunes. Get fortunes and no, I did that wrong. So we need to do from fortunes import get fortunes. I was getting my JavaScript mixed up. So right now there is no nothing inside of this fortunes.py. So let's go ahead and create a definition. So we're going to do definition. We're calling it get fortunes. And then we're just going to return an object. Not curly brackets, regular brackets. And inside this object, let's just put in test here 1. Then we're going to do test here 2. So this will give us 2 fortunes that we can pull from. Okay, so now that we have this, the fortunes being imported, now we're going to import argparse, which is going to allow us to parse our arguments. Again, spoken language, so it kind of, the stuff that we're importing is pretty self-explanatory. We're going to parse our arguments. All right, so let's create a parser variable, and this is going to be equal to arg parse dot argument parser, and this is going to add like a description to our script whenever it goes to be run. So we're going to have this description equal to, let's do Python script to randomly generate fortunes. Okay. Now we're going to do parser dot add argument. And this is how you add actual arguments to your Python script. So this isn't necessarily required, but I'm going to show you how we can use those in a second. So let's go ahead and set this one as required equals false. And let's give it a help message that says how many to return. And it's going to give us a count back. And we're going to go ahead and put the type as int. So this is going to, whenever we go to run script, we can use an argument -c1, and it would return one of our fortunes out of however many we have. Okay, so let's add another one. So let's do parser dot add argument, and let's do -v, and we're just going to provide the version here. So let's do action equals version. Let me go ahead and keep this similar to how I currently have it. So we have action version, and then we're just going to set the version equals to 1.0. Okay, now our args, we're going to equal this to parser dot parse args. So right now, hold on, what's wrong with this? Parser add argument. Close that one out. Let's see, what is it telling us? Was not closed by Pylance. Oh, that's because I forgot to put a comma here. Okay. So let's open this up now, and if we run py generator.py, let's see, -v, it now shows us our 1.0 version. So right now, if we do the -c, it's not going to do anything because it's not currently linking to what the actual argument is. So what we need to do is create the link that ties in our fortunes to here. The way we do that is, let's create a variable called fortunes equals get fortunes. And now we can tie in our argument, so we can do if args.count. And then if the count is there, we want it to display something. Else, we want it to display the actual amount as a list. Else, we're just going to do print 1, which would be like a random dot choice fortunes. All right, so right now let's do print here. Okay, so if the count is available, it's going to print here. Otherwise, it's going to print just one of the random fortunes. So if we run this again and we do count 1, it's going to say here because it's trying to hit that. If we run it without that argument, it's going to just pull back one of our fortunes. Okay, so now inside of this argument count, what we want to do is for I in range, and this is going to be args.count. And then for that, for every one of our, I guess, number that increments to our count, we want to print out a random fortune. So let's do print random fortunes. So right now, let me take this and tab it over so it's a little clearer. Okay, so right now, if we go to run it with our 1 again, it's going to give us this one, and it's just picking out a random. So if we pick out 2, it's going to give us 2. So now let me show you what this will look like with a whole bunch of fortunes, which I have gathered a lot of them, probably from an API somewhere. So I'll have this as part of the repository, but I mean, you can see here there's a lot of fortunes here. So let's switch back over here and let's run this. So we want to have 2 of them, or maybe we only want to have 1, or maybe we just want to return a random one. And as you can see here, it's pulling back a whole bunch of different fortunes. So this is a pretty simple tutorial. It just basically kind of shows you how to kind of get into Python. If you don't have Python installed, you have to install it before you can run Py. If you do have Py, you can do something like Py-V to show you the version of it. Sometimes you can do Python, but I think, if you do the Py, it pretty much works all the time. Python sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. Depends on how you have it set up in your path or your I forget what they call it in Mac, but basically telling it that is a command that you can use. So in my machine, I have it set up as Py. So you basically just install Python on your machine, whether it's a Mac or a Linux, or, well, Linux, you probably already have it installed, but on a Windows machine. So if you go ahead and just install it, run through the installer, set it up inside of your commands list, and then you can run pretty much whatever you want to in here. So again, this is a very simple tutorial, and I think that's going to be it. So just in under 10 minutes, hopefully, after this video gets recorded, I will be able to tell, but hopefully under 10 minutes, you built your very own random fortune generator using Python. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and learned something new. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more programming tutorials just like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.